You excited at least to go to the pumpkin patch?
Am I excited to go to the pumpkin patch? Oh, Jane, I'm so excited to go to the pumpkin patch. To spend 700% for a fucking pumpkin that I could buy at the grocery store for $6, I'm gonna spend $45, then listen to the kids bitch and moan for 2 hours while we walk around. And then, the only thing that I get enjoyment of is the fucking cider donuts. But half the time, they're ice cold. So yeah, I'm so excited for the pumpkin patch. So fucking pumped.
We can at least make the best of it, though.
I'm making the best of it. My eyes are awake. I'm driving the car. We're with a family. Yay, family time.
Listen, bud, no parent is excited about having to spend $22 on a pumpkin that we could grow in the backyard with a 17-cent seed. But let me ask you a question. Dad, did you go buy the $6 pumpkin at the grocery store, grab a pumpkin carving kit, and surprise your family with everything you needed to make low-cost jack-o'-lanterns at home? Did you take any steps to grow your own? Because I'm sure your wife probably asks you to do this every year. So did you grab some seeds and start growing a pumpkin patch in anticipation of it? I bet your kids would love to have a pumpkin patch in their very own backyard. Maybe you could even have a neighborhood pumpkin patch where everyone could come get a cheap pumpkin since you're so cost-effective and eco-conscious. But I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you probably didn't do any of those things. So it sounds like you didn't attempt a cheaper option, but you're still complaining about doing the activity anyways. So you're really upset about the price, or are you upset about having to go pumpkin picking with your family and knew that the price was the only reasonable thing you could complain about without sounding like a jerk? And I blurred out the kids because I didn't think it was right to show their faces, but they're sitting directly behind Dad in that video and listening to every single angry word he says. And your wife said, well, we can at least make the best of it, as if she's tried to salvage plenty of miserable moments that should have been happy ones. And I can almost guarantee that she's not excited to listen to you be miserable again, but she's not going to voice her dissatisfaction because she's trying to keep it about the kids. But have you ever considered how she feels? Because Mom's the one who planned the day and got everyone ready, and you can't even bring yourself to smile on the ride. You know that you're not just paying $45 for a pumpkin, you're paying to ride the hayride, walk the corn maze, and pet the animals. And you're also attending someone else's business. You're paying for the experience, the novelty, and the pictures that will turn into memories. But it's not going to be much of an experience if the kids are more concerned about managing Dad's emotions than they are about enjoying their day with Mom and Dad. And you mentioned that you're going to have to listen to your kids complain for 2 hours, but have you ever considered that they may just be mirroring your attitude since you're sitting there complaining about having to listen to your kids complain right in front of them? It really doesn't matter if you're excited to go to the pumpkin patch because you're not going there for you. You're going there for the kids. And if going somewhere to make your kids happy isn't enough to make you happy, then you could at least pretend that it isn't making you miserable. They're children. They don't understand that money's tight and the pumpkins are overpriced, so you can't expect them to praise you for buying them. But this is the problem with men who don't enjoy spending time with their family. They feel like they've made some kind of sacrifice by giving up their time, so they don't understand why they're not being celebrated for it. Our kids don't remember the money we spent, but they do remember the experiences we gave them. Your kids are always going to remember that Mom always tried to make it special, but Dad always seemed to make it stressful. You may want to think about that, because I'm sure you'd rather your kids remember their pumpkins that they didn't know the cost of than remember how miserable Dad always was when it came time to pick them.